What's going on, everyone? My name's Anthony, and this is a new YouTube channel I'm starting. I'm going to call it Blue Collar Baseball. I'm 37. I'm out right outside of Chicago. I love all things baseball. I love watching baseball. I love talking baseball. I collect baseball cards, jerseys, and I just want to talk about baseball. So I said, "The heck with it. Let me try. Let me try and start a YouTube page here." Um, I am a White Sox fan, South Side. But I do follow all the teams. Unfortunately, even the Cubs. Um, my favorite player is Mark Grace. My favorite current player is Yoan Moncada. I just love that kid. He's awesome. He's big. He's strong. He can smash a baseball. He's great at third base, which I was very skeptical about. Excuse me again. So yeah, I want to start this page. I was just getting bored, not being able to talk about baseball with people. So hopefully I can reach out and we can relate. So I know spring training is in session and all the teams have reported, which is great. I'm excited. Really need some baseball in life with everything that's going on. But there's one thing I want to talk about. Well, three things. But the main focus, I want to talk about Fernando Tatis Jr. and his new contract, which is ridiculous. What is it, 14 years, $340 million? The kid is only, sorry, I got things written down here. The kid's only been in the league. This will be his second full year. Well, if you want to count last season as a full year. 2019, he played 84 games, 334 at-bats, 61 runs, 106 hits, 53 ribbies. He walked 30 times, struck out 110 times, 22 home runs, 317 average. Now, last year, he only missed one game. He played 59 games, 224 at-bats, 50 runs, 62 hits, 45 ribbies, walked 27 times, struck out 61. He homered 17 times, 277 average. His career numbers, 143 games only. That's what I want to focus on with this contract. The amount of games he's played. 558 at-bats, 111 runs, 168 hits, 98 ribbies, walked 57 times. He struck out 171 times, 39 home runs, and he's 301 batting average career. His slash line, 301 average. His OBP, 374. His slugging is 582. His OPS is 956, and his WAR is 7.0. Now, Tatis, he was traded June 4th, 2016, from the White Sox to the Padres. We got James Shields for him. We all know how that turned out as Sox fans. It didn't turn out very good. He was an international free agent signing by the Sox in 2015, and the kid is just great. He's fast. He's speedy. He relates to the younger generation of baseball players. I love his flash. I love flashy baseball players. The bat flips, the trash talk. I absolutely love it. I have friends that think it's silly, but me personally, I like it. I'm kind of the guy who roots for the bad guy in movies and other things. I'm not a bad guy, but I don't know. It's just kind of cool to me. Now, I don't know. Does 143 games played just on that aspect, does that justify $340 million? I was talking to a friend of mine, and what he said makes sense. He said, well, yeah, if the kid's good, you want to lock him up. But I feel this was the Padres flexing their muscle to the Dodgers, because the Dodgers right now, I think they run the National League. Everyone is on that Mets train right now, but my second favorite team is the Dodgers. I watched when they won the series, and yes, that was a real World Series. I don't care how short the season was. If they call it a World Series, they won the World Series, so they're World Series champs. The Dodgers are just stacked, and the Padres have been one of those teams where people just have avoided them for the past, up until about 5 seasons ago, and then they started getting good. Of course, 2 seasons ago, they signed Machado. They've got Hosmer over there. They just signed Blake Snell. They got Yu Darvish, which somehow he learned how to pitch again. last year with the Cubs. So I'm glad he's not a Cub anymore. I'm glad he's over with the Dodgers. But Tatis, I think they're going to win a series in the next few years here. Just the kid is good. I don't know a whole lot about him because he is new. We don't know how good he's going to be, but his numbers, they're not terrible. They're not downright awful numbers. Right now, because of his contract, he kind of runs the shortstop position, but I think that's going to change because I think he opened a huge door for the next player I want to talk about is Frankie Lindor. He got traded over to the Mets along with Carlos Carrasco earlier this offseason. Let me see here. I got Lindor's numbers down. So keep in mind, Fernando Tatis, 14 years, $340 million with the numbers that I gave. Here's Frankie Lindor's career numbers. He debuted in June 14th, 2015. 777 games played, 3,148 at-bats, 508 runs, 896 hits, 411 ribbies. He's walked 284 times, struck out 496. 496 times out of 3,140 at-bats. That's pretty good. 138 home runs. He has a lifetime average, career average, 285. His OBP is 346, slugging 488, OPS 833, and his WAR is 28.7. That is really good. So if Fernando Tatis can get 14 years, $340 million, I think Frankie Lindor, he's going to push $400 million, in my opinion. If you give Fernando Tatis, he's only been in the league not even 3 whole seasons, or 2 whole seasons, you lock him down. Somebody has to lock Frankie down. Frankie's the better player. He's just the best shortstop that there is right now in baseball. And I think he's going to stay with the Mets. The Mets seem to have a lot of money to throw around. I like Frankie Lindor. Of course, he lost that World Series to the Cubs. But he has a World Series appearance. Tatis has no World Series appearances yet. With that money, he better get some appearances now. And the 301 career average better go up starting opening day. Because if that kid flops, it's going to be really, really bad. But Frankie Lindor, I hope he's sitting back, him and his agent, smiling, salivating at the mouth. And now, in these videos, I want to talk about 3 main players most of the time. I always want to include a White Sox player, no matter how good or bad, I guess. I'm a White Sox fan. You have to talk about the White Sox. So let's talk about TA7, Tim Anderson. Debut, June 10th, 2016. Let's see. 570 games played, 2,270 at-bats, 332 runs, 637 hits, 227 ribbies. He's only walked 81 times. He's been in the league for, this will be his 5th season now. Strikeouts, here's why he's only walked 81 times. 587 strikeouts with 2,270 at-bats. That's almost half the at-bats. 74 home runs and a 281 lifetime average. OBP is 308, slugging 443, OPS 751, and WAR 11.2. I think Tim Anderson has the potential to be a really great shortstop. I hate to say it, up until about 2 seasons ago, I wasn't buying into the whole Tim Anderson thing. But 2 seasons ago, he was the batting champ, and he just lit it up, and I was like, okay, wow. I am now a Tim Anderson fan. I think the kid just needed some time to settle in. He took a little longer than most players do. But I think if he turns it up, he has the potential to get the max contract, to get locked in with the White Sox. I really want to see him stay there. I know in past years, people have said, trade him, trade him in Abreu, trade everybody. I'm the kind of person, I'm the baseball fan, I don't like seeing guys get traded unless they're in like a really bad situation. Obviously, the White Sox are not. If you follow baseball, you know this. Their goal is to win a World Series this year, and they're really locked down on that decision and that goal, which is awesome. I can't wait to see. There's a lot of speculation saying Because of the Tatis contract and with James Shields, and the Sox really lost. Sorry about that. I got a little allergies going. I'm not digging here. Um, they're saying move TA over to second, trade Nick Madrigal, and package him up for a high-end, big-name shortstop. I don't know about that. I love Nick Madrigal. I want to see the kid stay. I know he doesn't have big, huge power, but he hits the ball. He rakes. I don't want to see people. I don't want to see him get traded before we even see him hit his full potential. I was upset when Dane Dunning got traded, but we got Lance Lynn in return. So, and I always use Lance Lynn in fantasy baseball, and that dude is awesome. I mean, I know he had a rough season in 2020. Who didn't have a rough season in 2020? But I guess you take the good with the bad. But just to trade Nick Madrigal and move TA over to second base because you lost the James Shields and Tatis trade, I think that's just ridiculous. Tim Anderson is not in a bad situation right now. He's in a great situation. And I think the Sox are going to run the American League this year. I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to baseball, but I feel I know enough. The only two teams I see possibly giving the White Sox a hard time in the AL are the Twins, and they really didn't do anything this offseason. I don't even know if they locked down Jake Odorizzi yet. I know they re-signed Nelson Cruz, but they pretty much have the same squad. And the Blue Jays really flexed this offseason. They went out and got Springer. They picked up some pitching. They're just really good. Kevin Biggio is out there. Bo Bichette, he's awesome. Then you got Vladdy Jr. I know he lost a lot of weight, a lot of that body fat, and he's just chiseled now. He should smash the baseball around. But yeah, those are the only two teams I think could give the White Sox a run for their money and give them any trouble if they're going to get trouble. The Twins and Blue Jays. Well, I guess that's my video. This is my first one. I guess when I get it posted, leave a comment, I guess. Let me know what you want to hear, what I can improve on, what you think. Shoot me a question, I guess. I'll try and answer it. Again, this is my first video. Just be patient. And until next time on Blue Collar Baseball. He gone.